It's excellent, as it's going to show here, for documentaries. The reason it's excellent for documentaries is because in documentaries, actions are repeated numerous times. So you have the chance of capturing the action from many different angles and editing it later. Do you think you can shoot something like a wedding, shooting to edit? Not really, because a wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event, but it only happens once too. You can't very well say to the bride, oh, excuse me, that was a nice shot I got of you coming down the aisle, but would you mind going back again, because I want to move my camera over here and I want to get another shot of you coming down the aisle, and then if you don't mind, if it's not too much trouble, go back to the end of the aisle again, because I want to go from behind and get a shot of you walking toward the altar. Would that be too much trouble? You see, you can't do that in a situation like that. Not to say you can't edit wedding videos. You can edit wedding videos, but it isn't the same kind of shooting. We're talking about documentary shooting where a process is repeated. In order to capture what he just said in the wedding, it can be done. Who knows how it would be done in a wedding? Tell me.
Just as a guess, so you'd have to have 2 or 3 cameras.
You got it. You got to have one camera at the front, one camera at the back, one camera, and then later on in your editing, you can start combining the best shots. But in a documentary, you can go and shoot with one camera. As a matter of fact, let's say you want to shoot somebody working at a potter's wheel. You know, just some activity on how you work with clay pottery. Well, you could stay there all day, shoot the thing from all kinds of different angles, get face shots, reaction shots of the person working, concentrating on their work. Close-ups. All kinds of close-ups, close-ups of their hands working the stuff. Use one camera, spend the better part of a day filming that, and edit it together nicely in your editing stage.
Shooting to edit is ideal for documentaries, in which certain procedures are repeated numerous times.
But now, let's move down to the creek for gold panning with Peter Meyer.
Well, gold panning is basically sluicing. Gold pan is a kind of a sluice. It has a riffle. Well, we'll take some representative gravel here. So I'm going to try to rake off some of the less dense large material. Large material interferes with the panning process. So whether it be dense or less dense. Mind you, if you're panning for nuggets, you want to be careful about removing this large, dense material. Every gold pan of this classical shape has at least a corner down there. Some of them have a molded corner like this one, and it goes down a little further. So you can imagine a little crescent shape. And all that heavy material, when you shake it, is being concentrated in a little crescent right at the bottom. Okay, your black sands, and if there's any nuggets, those too. So I'm just going to continue. Well, okay, now I'm going to just start panning by, the classical method. There are many ways, many motions, depends on your preference. You fill it up, tilt the pan about 5 degrees, give it a good shake so that all that material falls into a little crescent in the bottom of your riffle. Now, you shake her down to the crescent, and you give the water a little swirl. Well, what happens is the water takes the big circuit around, and the sands take a little circuit around. And it's only the surface sands that are doing that little circuit. And then you start swirling it, and that's tailing it.
You leave the real heavy
black there.
That was shot with one camera. It documented the event. It was totally overshot, and there was plenty of footage to gather there in the editing process to put together, and it came together very well. You just saw a half an hour of material compressed to approximately 2.5 minute or 2-minute clip. A variety of shots. Notice the detailed cutaways for close-ups of the pan when we want to show action, cutaways to the other members of the party watching the gold panning process, the spectators on the side. All these help transition time so you can leave chunks out and make the whole story come together more quickly.